Łudzinika.
Normally, but if you start to do it too much, people just
get punished for it.
You get punished for it, yeah.
The guy plays safe, he blocks it, and he's like, okay, well, now what are you going to do?
Well, also, Deer is playing very well right now. That's something else to keep in mind. Deer is, I mean, the guy was always good. He was the only other Royal Roader along with Life in a GSL. But this iteration of StarCraft 2 here in Legacy of the Void, he's looking just phenomenally strong.
Yeah, this guy, hello from Vladivostok. I definitely butchered that.
No, I think you might have gotten that. I was actually like, man, look at you.
It's probably like Vladivostok or something. I don't know.
No,
I don't speak European.
You
tasteless.
pass.
I don't know how to do that.
No, you pass. We got to speak to that gentleman yesterday. He was outside
really
the
nice
studio.
guy.
Really nice guy. Where was he from again?
Vladivostok, apparently. I don't know.
I think he said he was from Russia, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We get people from all over the world coming down here at the Nexon Arena.
Don't hesitate to talk to us. We're pretty nice. If you want to ask us questions, talk about life, talk about casting, Korea, where we're from, it doesn't matter. You can ask us any question. It's free to get in here.
Our favorite superheroes, you know.
Yeah. What's your favorite book? What do you do before you go to sleep at night? Well, maybe like
you guys don't want to know what I do before I go to sleep.
You gotta cap it off somewhere,
if I'm anything like our demographic, you don't want to know.
Yeah, you don't want to know about that.
Yeah,
I've seen it before. It's not good.
You've seen it before.
You don't want to know.
All right. I didn't know you had cameras installed in my house, Valdez. That's creepy. All right, we're going into game number 2 now. RagnaroK against Deer, Zerg versus Protoss.
So you can see the difference just by their Pro League records here. I mean, Deer's very, very experienced. He's been around for a long time. He had problems with inconsistency in 2015 Pro League, but so far he's been nothing but consistent, getting 3 wins in a row, winning an East match for his team.
Let's see. I think this is going to be a tough one here for RagnaroK.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I don't think anyone even voted for RagnaroK, which is kind of sad. You know, very likable guy, but unfortunately, when you're going up against someone who's on a hot streak like this, you don't want to vote against someone.
Then again, we did have that upset there where Biel did dominate. I mean, we might see something like that here now. I'm not sure, but yeah, Deer is definitely like an MVP player here from Samsung Galaxy.
Yeah, he's like the ace player now for their team. So coming out here in the second match, wanted to make sure that they didn't get 3-0'd without Deer playing. And if it does go to an ace match, I have no questions that he's coming out in the ace match.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think you got to bring him out if we do get that far. And as you can see across the board, the casters have voted Deer. Can RagnaroK prove the world wrong, though? Upsets do happen. That's why we constantly have new people coming out on top here in StarCraft 2. Legacy of the Void is no different. Our map is going to be Orbital Shipyard. Remember, guys, it's just a best of 1 between these guys. Anything can happen.
Anything could happen right now. We just had Biel take out Solar, known as one of the best Zergs in the world currently. So could RagnaroK do it against one of the best current Protosses? Could happen, Tasteless.
It might be opposite day here, Valdez. I might start wearing shoes on my hands. And we actually had the game crash, so we're going to have to reload that up. And, yeah, we'll be hopping into this shortly, guys.
Yeah, shouldn't be more than a couple minutes at most.
Boys and grills out there, thank you so much for joining us. It is so good to be here with you, casting some Pro League, one of the greatest and most important esports tournaments of all time. I believe it is now 11. Wait, how old did I say? We asked this last time, and I forgot.
11 years, I think.
11 years old. Officially 11 years old. But it's in its golden year now.
Oh, yeah.
With Tasteless and Valdez. That's right where Pro League hits puberty, guys, in case you're wondering.
11 years old. It makes a lot of sense, Tasteless, to me.
Yeah, it certainly does. Yeah, that's right when, that's right when Pro League's voice gets a little bit deeper.
Just like Lucira, right, from yesterday.
That's right.
One day he walks in, he's like, hey, guys.
Hey, guys, I'm back.
The next day he's like,
I'm Lucira. In a world where Zerg is the best race.
So I'm quitting pro gaming. I already have my voice acting career all lined up for me.
That's right.
Now that I hit puberty. I'm all set, guys.
For you, it's puberty. For puberty. All right, guys. We are going to go into game number 2. Deer against RagnaroK on the map, Orbital Shipyard. I'm Tasteless. With me is Valdez, and this is Pro League 2016. All right, over here in the upper right, in the yellow, RagnaroK. In the bottom left, in the blue, Deer.
Deer, also one of the nerds out here, joining Stats, who has gotten rid of the glasses. He's done up his hair a little bit, trying to up his looks, get his confidence all, right where it should be for a pro gamer.
Some people look better with glasses on.
Some people, yes.
Would you judge me if I became one of those guys that wore the glasses with no lenses? Fashion glasses,
yeah,
tasteless.
I think I would.
With his beard.
A little bit, yeah.
And then I get like a nose ring right in the middle of my nose. I just completely change my appearance.
A lip ring too.
I used to have a lip ring. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was on the left side of my mouth. I still got the scar there.
Oh wow, yeah. I see it.
Yeah, Tasteless was a bad dude back in the day, guys.
Yeah, dude. You were what were you doing?
What was I doing?
You were skateboarding.
I was skateboarding. Yeah. I was all the cliches of a cool teenager. I was, although I wasn't. Artosis used to skate too. Did you know that?
Did he really?
He did inline skating. He was actually pretty good.
Okay, now how many casters have skated?
What did you skate?
No, Doa. Doa is also a skateboarder.
Oh no, and doesn't that just not seem to make sense when you initially you wouldn't guess he was a skateboarder?
No, yeah, but he did, which is
did
really,
Wolf skate? I doubt Wolf did anything.
Wolf doesn't strike me as a skateboarder.
Wolf doesn't strike me as a guy who even had a big wheel as a kid, but I would. I don't know. I can't even imagine it.
Yeah.
So no. I think we got about 1/3 of the casters in Korea had skated. Now I sucked. I was a total Dylan Todd.
Okay.
I just used it to get around my college campus.
You used to do a bunch of ollies. Did you know how to do an ollie? Or
Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
I wasn't that bad.
I was.
Could ollie. I could tic tac. I could. I don't know. A couple of those little things.
Yeah.
I did land a kickflip once, and then Then eventually I got good internet in my house in college, and I just went straight to Starcraft. So,
yeah, and then you never left your house again.
No, I didn't.
And here you are.
Vitamin D is a myth as far as I'm concerned. I did not get out of my house very much.
They got tablets for that, man.
That's right.
You don't need to.
That's right.
You don't need to go
Take
outside.
that, nature. We beat you again.
Yeah.
Cybernetics Core is about to finish here. So let's see what the tech is. I'm assuming it's going to be a Stargate.
Yeah. Most likely that is the standard so far, but we do have a Stalker coming out first. Usually you do see an Adept. Definitely helps out with the scouting information, getting across the map a bit faster. I don't think RagnaroK's going to expect this, and he's probably going to lose that Overlord.
Now, there are two things you can do here. There are some Blink builds that are really weird and less common. We also see the Adept upgrade coming here. And, both of them are perfectly fine, although the Adept play is certainly more common than the Blink play. Let's see what he does. We're going to know the moment that we see the Twilight Council get done.
Well, has finished. Saving up those minerals now. Let's see what he does go for. Nothing yet. Ooh, Dark Shrine.
No way. Okay. Did not count on that one happening here. But that's fine, too. You can do a lot of damage with the Dark Shrine.
We do see that a lot also on this map. You get a Warp Prism out there. It's just so effective. You can get into that backdoor base so easily if you can fly a unit over there. And this Overlord may see that robotics, which will give him a bit more information here.
Okay, he drove that back. He didn't actually get a glimpse of it even making, I believe. So the Overlord does go down. Small victory there for Deer. Could be a big victory later on. The other Overlord right now going to get spotted.
He did see the robotics, but I'm not sure if he saw anything making or whatever.
Got to be careful. He needs to get rid of this Overlord for sure because he doesn't want to fly the Warp Prism past this.
Yeah. Oh, that was close.
Too bad.
A couple more hits would have done it. So right now, RagnaroK at home just droning up. He is getting that lair. Definitely going to help. He needs those Overseers out here.
Got to be careful when this comes out. You do not want to let this get spotted. Now, he saw the additional gateways. He may think this is an Adept all-in. Even though he only sees the Adept and the Soccer there at the entrance, the truth is that, you know, even if it was an Adept all-in, the rest of the Adepts would have been hidden somewhere inside the base. So he can't be too sure.
Yeah, well, we do have that third Nexus coming down here, too. This is kind of becoming the standard, actually. It's either you go Stargate, make a bunch of Phoenixes, and control the map like that and get your third base out, but that can be a little bit more scary compared to getting out 4 gateways and a third base with a Dark Shrine. And the Dark Shrine is kind of like, if they're not prepared, you can do crazy amounts of damage. Look at this, there's no Spore. There's nothing here.
Okay, so he's going right on top of this. Oh, wait, the Spore! He needs to get the Spore right away! And he will, and not lose a single DT in the process.
Oh, wow, I didn't actually even see that Spore making.
No, I didn't see it at
but there was enough DTs there to immediately kill it.
Now the Overseer is done over here, so he's going to have to pick these up. Actually, you got to be careful because when you have 4 DTs, you can actually pick a pretty scary fight. 2 more DTs warping in. Note the micro here, how he's picking him up and pulling him back. It looks like he might be able to get this hatchery, and yes, he will.
Man, this is disgusting. We got to surround now, but the Warp Prism is still around. There's nothing to attack the Warp Prism. He can just fly away. And immediately the third base goes down. Back at home, he's got his own third Nexus. And what is RagnaroK going to do now, Tasteless?
He's so good at the game. Nicely done. Coming around now. Actually, yeah.
Like he's not done
he could
yet.
actually drop right on that if he wants.
And with the Warp Prism, you don't even need to really... You don't even need to necessarily be right on top of those DTs. He can afford to be because there's nothing to even attack the Warp Prism right now because there's no Queen at that third base, but...
Dude, RagnaroK is getting manhandled here.
Well, this is what we were talking about with Deer.
This
guy, like, this DT play is so smart, just in general. What I was saying before, it's like, okay, you go for DTs on this map, you go for the back door, but Deer's like, no, Brennan, what are you talking about? You just go for the third. He's not going to be prepared. He didn't see any of this. That's all you got to do.
You don't normally see DTs used like this, but you can do it where they just come around and start to... Almost like they're disruptors or something. You just kind of drop them and just start to do damage. I think from here we just see the blink follow-up, and this is not even like an all-in. This is just like, you know, to finish this all off.
Tasteless.
Yeah, man. Now
guys,
there are
close your eyes. You don't want to watch this. Blink is done.
This is going to be brutal. He has mutas coming up here, which are not going to do anything against Stalker, Archon specifically. The Warp Prism's out. Maybe if he gets the Warp Prism, but I think even then, it's just, there's no way. And there's another mass warp in. I believe we're going to be seeing GG momentarily here.
Well, you got the blinks coming out, trying to focus down an Archon. The Archon may not even die. And there are units coming down the ramp, but that's not nearly enough here. Muta's coming out looking really puny. And that should be it, Tasteless.
Yeah, that should be the game right here as the hatch does go down. RagnaroK digesting his loss as it is done. GG, Deer wins game number 2.
Wow. Wow, that was like he just skipped onto his 4th win without even trying, man. He made everything he did also with the build was so smart. He denied all the scouting. Only getting a small glimpse of the Robo, but he couldn't. RagnaroK couldn't have drawn the conclusion that he was going for a DT drop from just that, or at least he wasn't prepared in time. And just like the angle he came from as well was so smart, taking out those spores before there could really be enough units over there to kill the DTs, and he took out the spores and then just. Even took out the third hatchery.
You know, Valdez, it really does go to show you just how strong 4 DTs are alone. I mean, I think a lot of times people assume
much damage.
If the DT gets seen, that it's going to die. But when you have 4 together, tactically, you can actually win a lot of fights just as it is, especially if you can do a little bit of damage right before the detection does come in. So Deer, I mean, completely manhandling RagnaroK in that game. That was brutal.
Hero goes in the booth, he whispers in RagnaroK's ear, he's like, you just got Protoss, buddy. Nothing you could do.
Yeah, man, you just got invisible, dude. Take that. Those are Dark Templars, man. They have capes, but you just have to believe me on that one because you can't see them till you're dead.
RagnaroK thinks he's going crazy. He couldn't see it, but he lost anyway. He starts to develop depression. It gets really sad in here.
Yeah, man.
I would be really sad after losing that one to Deer. I don't know.
Well, that was a
Just
pretty
in that
brutal
matter,
game.
you know?
I mean, just he gets a second base taken out. Protoss gets enough stalkers, moves in with the Archons. We're going to take a few minutes off here. When we come back, we continue CJ against Samsung here in Pro League 2016.